Have you ever wanked the moment you woke up? If the answer is yes, this is how you prevent that. This is how you stop masturbating the moment you wake up. Firstly, let's actually explain the scenario. Let's actually explain the environment you're in. Let's actually pose a question. Why is it that you feel the need to masturbate as soon as you wake up? As soon as you wake up, just look at the environment you're in. Just observe the kind of environment you're in. You're up and awake. Your testosterone is at its highest. You're actually erect in the morning. And not only that, but you're also comfortable. You're in your nice, warm, comfortable bed. You know how it is after you prayed for your Fajr prayer. You go back home, you sleep, and then you wake up. You're nice and warm and comfortable. It's actually cozy inside of your bed. On top of that, your phone is literally right there. Your phone is literally right under your pillow. So you can easily just get your hand under your pillow, open up your phone, open the app, have a quick scroll, and at first you're thinking, I'm just going to watch some random YouTube videos, just watch some TikTok shorts or Instagram reels or whatever. But then you end up just finding some inappropriate images. Some sexual content, some sexual things just pop up on your app. You might not even be looking for it, but some inappropriate things just pop up. Then Shaitan starts to whisper to you. Then he encourages you, saying, hey, you saw that image? Yeah, maybe you could do something with that. And next thing you know, you've masturbated first thing in the morning. And it's worse when you do it multiple times that morning. You spend the first hour of your morning just masturbating to sexual content or just masturbating to porn. How do you prevent such a thing from happening and why? The reason why is because you're seeking dopamine. Watching porn and looking at sexual content while masturbating. That is a cheap, quick, and easy way of seeking dopamine, of getting that dopamine hit. Human beings usually want things easy. They want things quick and easy. And seeking dopamine, usually, it requires work. It requires some kind of effort. Look at the things that are, look at how dopamine is usually released naturally. Usually when you seek dopamine, it's through things, or it's through going through things that are somewhat challenging. Things like passing your driving test, or lifting the heaviest weights possible, or winning an MMA fight. When you get engaged in these activities, dopamine is released. But these things are hard. They actually require effort. But because of the invention of pornography and your phone, you can actually get dopamine in such a simple, easy, and quick and cheap way. Usually, you would even seek dopamine through intimacy, through sexual relationships with your wife or wives. But because you have this phone there, it is a cheap, quick, easy imitation of intimacy. A cheap, quick, easy imitation of sex. A quick and cheap, easy method of releasing that dopamine. In case you don't know what dopamine is, it's a chemical messenger in your brain that is responsible for seeking motivation and seeking pleasure and overall having the motivation and driving you towards doing things. It's also responsible for memory and pattern recognition. And you're doing that with pornography, with watching sexually explicit content. So you're not even actually addicted to the pornography. It's not exactly that you want to see porn first thing in the morning. It's because your brain wants to seek that dopamine immediately, quickly. It wants a quick release of dopamine. So what you do in this situation is you find a different way of releasing that dopamine, of releasing that high, of releasing this feel good chemical. Instead of a quick, cheap, and easy way, you look for other ways of releasing that dopamine. That is how you solve the problem. The other solution is to delete all sexual apps. All these apps that have sexually explicit content, delete them. Get rid of them. If you're subscribed to things like Pornhub or OnlyFans, delete those apps. Delete them. Get off of these websites. Even get rid of Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, these things, the intention of them might not even be sexual content. It was to socialize or whatever. Really, it was there for the companies to make money, to keep people wasting time so that these companies make money. That is actually the real reason. But you have to get rid of these apps because the weird things about Instagram and TikTok, they just put sexual content out there for free. You don't even look for it, and it's just there. You just see a woman maybe shaking her ass or whatever, just dancing in a sexual kind of way. On TikTok, it's just there, it's just open. On Instagram, you will just see random IG models there. Even in the Islamic world, you see like hijabis in full. They be in full niqab, right? And they're still like blinking fastly and twirling around, trying to look all beautiful, trying to beautify themselves for you. Yeah, it does actually get to that point. There are actually some people who even masturbate to hijabis. Why? Yeah, this actually sounds weird for you to hear. This might actually sound strange for you to actually hear, but yeah, it can actually get to the point. To that point where you even masturbate to women who are in full abaya, in full burqa, in full niqab. It actually does get to that point. Because in their mind they're thinking, okay, I don't actually see this one, but the imagination of her, the thought of what else would she actually look like, that fantasy, that fetishization, it becomes like a fetishization. You begin to fetishize women who wear niqabis, who are fully dressed up. You actually want to imagine what she actually looks like, because you're used to seeing pornography. You're used to seeing women in revealing clothes, dressed but naked. You're used to seeing these kind of women, so there's not much. There's not much to imagine. There's not much to imagine at that point. There's not much to get excited for. You're already seeing every single thing. But when you're seeing a hijabi in doing all these, beautifying poses or whatever, then yeah, you actually stirs up your imagination. This is why hijabis should actually stop doing this sort of thing. They actually can actually cause men to do such things. And for any women who might be watching this is because this is a channel mainly for men. But for any sisters watching this, you might be thinking, men are dogs, men are disgusting, men are. Look, men are just attracted to women. Okay, just get over it. I'm not gonna go into full detail here. You can watch Gabriel and Romani's video about these sort of things. But long story short, men just like women, okay? Full stop. You need to get rid of these apps. These apps that will entice you that will actually make you want to watch porn and masturbate. That will actually stir up that thought. That will actually trigger you. You have to get rid of these apps. Get rid of them. And you might have a bit of resistance. You might be thinking, but I can socialize on these apps. I can post interesting things on there. I can watch stories. I can catch up. I can understand what's going on. This is actually like news to me. So why should I delete these apps? Are these apps more okay? There might be some benefits of these apps, but are they more of a benefit to you or a harm to you? Actually think about it. Do they benefit you more or do they harm you more? You answer to me that question. So far, what benefits did these kind of apps bring to you? You actually have to sit down and think about that. The next thing you should actually do is, like I always keep mentioning, like I always say, you have to rely upon Allah. You have to keep seeking the help of Allah to get rid of this disgusting habit. To get rid of the habit of masturbating to porn every single day. To get rid of the habit of masturbating to porn literally first thing in the morning. Why is it that you feel the need to masturbate to porn the moment you wake up? You have to be asking Allah to protect you from such a thing. First thing in the morning, you should actually be making dua. Recite the dua that needs to be recited for the moment you wake up. Alhamdulillahi ladhi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayhi nushur. And of course, after Fajr, do your adhkar. You recite Surah Al-Fatiha, not Surah Al-Fatiha. You recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Nas, Surah Al-Falaq, all of them 3 times each. And you recite Ayatul Kursiyos along with that. You do reciting adhkar like this. This will actually protect you. This is your shield. This is how Allah protects you. By reciting these surahs every single morning after Fajr, you will be protected from Allah, from all these disgusting things. I actually go into full detail about how you can gain the protection of Allah, how you can garner the help of Allah to help you quit this disgusting habit once and for all. To get this course, it's linked in the description below.